Hello grade 9 students, welcome to another virtual class. I am Ms. Madhu Vadke. We are studying chapter 3, Coordinate Geometry. In previous video class we have learned how to find the position of a point on a plane using Cartesian system. So now we can read a point which is given on a Cartesian plane. In today's video lesson, we will learn how to plot a point on a Cartesian plane if its coordinates are given. Before starting, let's revise what we have learned. A plane that is divided into 4 parts by drawing 2 perpendicular axes is called as Cartesian plane. Each axis is given a name. The horizontal axis is called as x-axis and the perpendicular axis is called as the y-axis. These axes divide the plane into 4 parts. So each part, that will be 1/4 of the Cartesian plane, is called as a quadrant. Every point on this Cartesian plane is represented by an ordered pair, which is written as x, y enclosed in a bracket. The order of these 2 numbers inside the bracket is important in describing the position of the point, and that is why we call it as ordered pair. Each of these numbers in the bracket are called as coordinates of that point. The x coordinate is called as abscissa, which is the perpendicular distance from the y-axis and is measured along the x-axis. The y coordinate is called as ordinate, which is the perpendicular distance from the x-axis and it is measured along the y-axis. The point where the 2 axes x and y intersect is called the origin, and the coordinates of origin will be 0, 0. If we have a point that lies on the x-axis, then its y coordinate will be 0 and we will write it in the format x, 0. If we have a point on the y-axis, then its x coordinate will be 0 and it will be written in the format 0, y. So let's understand how we can plot a point on Cartesian plane when its coordinates are given. So let's say we want to plot point 3, 5. So on the graph paper we will draw 2 perpendicular axes. The horizontal axis is labeled as x dash x and the vertical axis will be labeled as y dash. This point is the origin, which is marked as 0, 0. OX is the positive x-axis, so it will have positive numbers. OY is the positive y-axis, so we will show positive numbers. OX dash is negative x-axis, so we will place negative numbers at equal distance. OY dash is the negative y-axis, so it will have negative numbers. Now to plot point 3, 5, we start with the first number of the ordered pair, which is the x coordinate. Since this number is positive, we will move from the origin along the positive x-axis by 3 units and reach here. The second number in the ordered pair is the y coordinate, which is 5, and it is a positive number. So from here we will move 5 units along the positive y-axis. So this point here is 3,5. Let's represent it by a letter A. So the x coordinate of this point is the perpendicular distance from the y-axis, which I have shown with orange color. The y coordinate of this point is the perpendicular distance from the x-axis, which I have shown with the blue color. So this point is in the first quadrant, as both its coordinates are positive. Let's plot another point. 5, -4. The first number in this ordered pair is 5, which is positive. So you will move from the origin along the positive x-axis by 5 units and reach here. The second number in the ordered pair is -4, which is the y coordinate, and this number is negative. So from where you have reached, that is this point, you are going to count 4 units along the negative y-axis, that is like this. So moving 4 units along the negative y-axis, from the previous point we reach this point, and this point is represented by 5, -4. Let's mark this point as B. So this point belongs to fourth quadrant. So like this we can show any point on this Cartesian plane. Now let's check what we will get if we reverse the order of these coordinates. So let's find point 5, 3. So you will take the first number and start from the origin. Since it is positive, you will move towards the positive x-axis by 5 units. You reach here. The second number is 3, which is positive, and it is the y coordinate. So you are going to move along the positive y-axis by 3 units and you reach here. So this point will be 5, 3. Let's mark this point as C. Let's reverse the order of the second point. So we get -4, 5. To plot this number, we start from the x coordinate of this point, which is -4. So we start from the origin and move in the negative x direction by 4 units. So we reach here. Now from there we will mark the y coordinate. The y coordinate is 5, which is positive. So we will move from this point along the positive y-axis by 5 units. So we reach here. So this point will be -4, 5. Let's mark this as D. So what do we notice? On reversing the order of the coordinates, the position of the points changes. So we can say that x, y is not equal to y, x. Can you say when will these two points have the same positions? Only if x and y are equal. For example, 3, 3 and 4, 4 or 5, 5, all these points on reversing will have the same position on Cartesian plane. So here we can add if x is not equal to y. So only under one condition, x, y will be equal to y, x if x is equal to y. With this, we come to the end of this video lesson. See you in the next class. Until then, goodbye.